what is one double standard that you see commonly among men and women? And I'm giving this question to Ray. Go ahead, my brother.
And I want to start off with me. Um, okay, so one double standard that I see reoccurring is fat shaming. So we talk about, listen, man, I'm going straight to it. Listen, we talk about Lizzo and how she's beautiful and she's a beautiful black queen. But then on the other hand, I see people making fun of Ari Spears saying, "Oh, he's shaped like a bowling pin. He's he's shaped like a pear. The man got raccoon eyes. What else? And all types of stuff. Or better yet, they use like Rick Ross, right? I saw this meme, I think a couple days ago, where Rick Ross was sitting in his living room, um, and he had his shirt off, and the meme said something like, "Oh, put a shirt on," and Lizzo was in bed in the tub naked, and it said, "Oh, women's empowerment." So you see that there's a double standard with that. That's just one aspect of it.
Of course, all the time. I apologize. For some reason, my camera's not working. It was working like minutes before we started. That is a good point because the funny thing about Aries is that he made those comments, and I think he knew he was going to get a little bit of controversy behind it. But let's talk about it. Women like to shame men that are obese, overweight. You know what I mean? But when it comes to obese women, all of a sudden it's like, no, no, no. Every woman is beautiful, no matter what shape, no matter what size. You know, we never talk about this. I'm trying to think of the word because it's like body positivity. There we go. We often say like, yo, body positivity is the way, and that's what we need to do. But the thing is that body positivity might actually be killing someone who needs to get in shape. Now we know that Rihanna came out with the Fenty line for the bigger men and women and stuff, and so now it's pushing it like, okay, not only are we going to embrace men, I mean, not only are we going to embrace women, but we're going to embrace men as well. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being confident in yourself, but there's a problem when you tell somebody something and it offends them. It's like, yo, if I'm telling you something because I want you to be in good health, you take it as, oh, you're making fun of me or whatever, and you decide not to take what I say in love. And also it depends how I say it. But regardless, if I tell you something and I'm coming to you forthright and you get offended, that might end up affecting you in a negative way. Now you can't say that I didn't care from the first place, but now it's almost like, okay, um, there's nothing I could do. And then after that, that person deals with different health challenges. They're in and out of the hospital. You know what I mean? Like it's sad when I'm sometimes when I'm at work, I've seen customers with oxygen tanks. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to stop being afraid of telling people stuff like body positivity. It is good, nothing wrong with that. But if it's affecting your health and you're not working out, if you're not going towards the steps to work out or get a nutritionist, how does that help you? You know what I mean? All right. So now I want to hear from Caroline. What do you have to say on this topic?
I feel overall there's an obsession with how people look, um, especially women in the Caribbean community. People think that commenting on your weight is an appropriate way to greet you. Um, you can't even go through the changes in life without somebody telling you, "Oh my goodness, you gained weight." Or you put on weight. That's the first thing people look at or think about when you've gained a few pounds. I don't know. I think then there's no balance or middle ground between you need to have a healthy weight versus like why you so big. Because people real sensitive about their weight, male or female.
Right.
But
That's true.
then so they get sensitive. Nobody wants to talk about the health effect, but then these people out here going under the knife. Listen, I don't feel like putting fat from this place to the next to like all these BBLs or whatever. Like people are legit flying to other countries, going to these, unlicensed physicians and like getting doctored up and dying just to have like the perfect body. And I'm like, I'd rather be alive with a flat butt than to be dead. looking like a seesaw in my casket. So I'm like, I don't know. But then like you have women who are like, oh hey Gabriel, look at you in your little shirt.
Go ahead, Gabe.
Who are like, don't talk about my body, don't talk about what I'm wearing. I'm wearing this for me. But then when you ask them what are they looking for in a partner, it's like, well, he got to be tall.
Right.
He got to be 6 feet tall.
Whatever, you know.
He got to
I
be
just want
slim.
somebody taller than me.
Yeah.
He got
Like,
to
if
have
we both
abs.
5'2.5", like, this ain't good for my child.
Wake it up.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, if you want that same energy from a man, you have that energy for a man. Like, how you just gonna get it? Not expect for it to come back. Like when those women post the pictures online and be like, "No, it's for the Lord. It's not for attention." But then again, like dudes will literally holler at you with a nun outfit on. So it's like you could do everything right. You could dress right. You could do all of that. You could be in church with your best, most modest outfit on, and dude will be standing at your chest and be like, "Oh my bad, I was looking at your Bible." So like, I had that happen.
That's a new one.
And it's like, and I look down and like my shirt is like in my neck. So it's like, what is it me or is it like?
No, it was you.
I don't know. You're right. Because, you know, the black community, you know, high cholesterol, diabetes, hypertension, all these diseases where everybody's trying to be like, you know, politically correct and not hurt people's feelings. But like, if you out here approaching like 600 pounds, like,
that's a problem.
Who feeding you?
And
like,
I hate that show.
No, it's body positivity, remember?
I hate that show.
Now, I was almost 300 pounds a couple years ago. Like, I went to an amusement park and they almost kicked me off the ride. After that, I was like, no, I need to be different.
Thank you for waking up.
I was like, this is not healthy. But at the same time, when somebody's like commenting on your weight immediately,
that's
not
different.
knowing that I had a health condition that I had to seek medical intervention for.
That's different.
Like people aren't invested in your health journey a lot of times. They just want to know your business. They just want to make commentary. They're not, you know, trying to help you do better. They're not trying to be an accountability partner.
Right.
They're not. Like all the herbs I had to buy, all the teas I had to buy, the food and change I had to make, all of that cost money and people weren't readily invested in that. But then when you're talking about health and everything, like it's not just like, ooh, body positivity. For a lot of people, you know, social, political, social, economic, you know, food deserts, and you know, I got that social work background, so I'm looking into everything. But I definitely feel, you know, where Ray is coming from, where it's like body positivity on one hand can be very toxic if you let it just like jump off and neglect the fact that like health is wealth.
Right, exactly. I totally agree with that, you know. And I remember I had seen quite a few posts where, you know, you were talking about how people were, you know, commenting on your weight and stuff like that. And I'm sorry you had to go through that. Oftentimes we do that a lot. And especially in a Caribbean household, you know.
It's ghetto.
Yeah, it's like.
If you're too big.
You're too big, you're putting on weight.
No. If you're too big, you're putting on weight. But if you're too small, there's something wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Right.
Where do you want me to be?
You're dead.
Exactly. But you know what's funny? In Africa, right? Men like their women curvy and thick. And so if a skinny girl comes along, it's like, who are you? Why are you? Like, it's not the norm. I don't know if you remember, but Monique did a movie years ago called Fat Girls, where she was going to Africa. And you know how Monique feels about them skinny women. You see that in a stand-up special.
I hate the bitches. I hate the skinny bitches.
Yeah. But like around,
but now she's trying to lose the weight.
Yeah, I mean, around certain parts of the world, it's something that's acceptable. But here in the U.S., is a totally different thing. And in terms of the BBLs getting all this plastic surgery, like there are women that have died from having cement put in their posterior. I'm like, how did you not know that the same cement that's used to build the house, like you're getting it injected or in their face? It's like there's no need to alter yourself that much. And people say, yo, it's genetics why some women don't have shape back there. I find that hard to believe because it's like you can work out that area if you want to. You know,
the white girls are doing it now.
Nobody got time for that.
The white girls are doing it now.
I'm not them. I'm not Sarah and Susie. No.
We're not doing that.
Listen,
we're not doing that.
No, I'm finna tell y'all for me.
No,
I knew what I could handle. Okay, and that wasn't one of them things. Okay, In order for me to maintain my walk to heaven, he couldn't give me that asset, and I'm not going to pay nobody for it neither. Because
Just do some
if
squats.
you don't have it, and I don't feel like doing squats, because when you do a whole bunch of squats, your legs get all wobbly, and I'm 30 now. My knee's different. I'm not doing all that extra.
The squat
For
before your
who?
feet.
Like, for who?
10 times. For yourself.
I don't care for it.
Okay.
But hold on. If we're gonna be real honest though, like,
That's for me though.
If we're gonna